You got it all
See
set
what
up.
happens.
Yeah. I'm really hoping nothing happens this time. Second time streaming technically. I streamed
Yeah.
Rainbow Six Siege.
Oh, I always wanted the stream Rainbow Six, man. I was starting this up.
Yeah. I like just solo queued and what would it be called? Unrated, I guess now, and
Yeah,
Siege
unrated.
for a little bit. 0 viewers, of course.
Mm-hmm.
But at
Here's
least
up,
I
I'm
got a little
guessing.
bit now. I'll just stream lads. Huh?
Streams up, I'm guessing.
Choose your agent.
Yeah, I stopped streaming
It
like
is.
right after that.
No, I mean like streaming's up right now. I mean.
yeah, it is. It's up.
Okay,
Right now.
that's nice.
I didn't hear you at first. I was like, ah, what is he saying? What is he saying? Oh. That is a bit quiet for everything, but balance is good. Well, I can turn up the stuff. All right.
Starting up here is actually like, kind of strange, to be fair. I mean, it scared me a little bit because Farmington was actually hovering, not having a sage. That would have been an interesting situation.
That would have. All right, should be dead even now. I don't have delay on, but it should have a natural delay anyways, just because it's
Yeah, I was gonna say.
streaming. We just test out the clicks for everything.
Make sure everything's working. You got a
Yeah.
pistol around to figure it out.
Yeah, get out of this. Get out of this stream. Good cheating.
How to do the check to make sure that the players are in. That's the sketchy thing about online games and online tournaments. Is stuff you gotta keep such a good
Oh
watch on
wait.
that kind of stuff.
Okay, never mind. My bad. I thought you were one of my teammates. My bad. They were making sure I was all right with streaming and everything, so I gotta.
Let's see. Study idea actually though. This actually is an interesting push for Vistos actually. Actually, it seems like Cypher's just they just have a 5-man push, just pushing up here.
Yeah, they're kind of taking
Just
it
kinda- this
slow.
is-
Right after you
I mean, to be
oh,
fair-
camera. Oh, that's that lineup.
Oh yeah, no, this is a cyber way. This is pretty common.
Oh,
And he's gone. But
that's unfortunate for Tail.
yo, getting this opening's big. They'll probably put the Sage wall up. Yeah, this is just a full send. There's no slowness on this right now.
They're hard pushing now.
And because they have a Cypher, a Sage, and the Viper, this is actually be really hard to retake. Because they got the opening kill, and now they're basically just all being funneled in the one place. They're throwing their util in.
Yeah, they're just holding. Ooh. A little bit of crossfire there. Trading sauce.
Yeah, having the Cypher by himself on this
One enemy remaining.
was something
Oh.
else.
Ares with the. Was that the right click? That was sick.
No, that was a very quick first round though. I mean, the Cypher one ways they were set up and everything, but once Cypher died and they got in the site there was all the presence was on the mid side of the site. All of them were forced to retake against a Viper on split, which is not the ideal position that you
Absolutely
want
not.
to be in for the most part.
They did try
And with
hard.
this
They tried hard to take it back, but that retake
did.
was too difficult. I don't.
But when it comes to pistols though, and everyone has even guns, that is not the time that you
Okay.
want to be in.
Let's get set up.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is actually interesting. I would expect a force from Farmington, but they actually aren't, which is interesting. Or at least it's only one of them that actually have a Spectre in their hands right now.
Looks
So
like
this
they
is,
got
for the most part,
The
even.
Viper there, no, which is good. Did they have it previously? I wasn't really paying attention.
Oh yeah, they did.
They
So
did,
this is
alright.
actually a pretty even fight right now, for the most part. I'm actually surprised they didn't force here. They probably want to go for Vandals and Phantoms by the 3rd round, which is not something you see much of anymore in the current meta.
It looks like they're more hard pushing into. They're more hard rotating into mid. The Cypher kind of staying behind.
Hannibal.
Blessed's leaving the area. Oh, Blessed's leaving.
Go into mid here. This is a war waiting to happen.
Spike
Just
Oh, I missed
scattering
that.
just a little bit here.
Looks like. Who was that? Who was that got killed? I don't know who it was.
I believe it was their Sage, Karishta.
That's planted.
Not going down here by Farmington. They're once again in a really good spot, even for not having the force for this 2nd round. I mean, Blaine only had classics this round and a little bit of util.
Yeah.
I think they might lose the 2nd round anyway, unless
That's
Blessed
gonna-
Phantom here.
That's gonna give
Can
them the
find an
upper
opening.
hand. Farmington the upper hand here.
We do have Void up here watching Heaven. He is the only one.
One enemy
And
remaining.
he gets the first go out.
Yeah, my bad. It's I was kind of.
See if Tail can trade this. Tail does trade it out, but he's hit once. He's got 3 people on him. And the timer's going down fast right now. I would think you would want to die from this spike for the money. Yep. Alright, 3rd round in. Blaine should have, judging by the fact they didn't buy this round, this should be just a full buy round at this point, both teams. I wouldn't be surprised. Or at least a half by the full buy. Yeah, Carusto, we got the Vandal on the Sage. Farmington, full buy for Blaine. They're going to take a round anytime. Now it's the round to take.
Absolutely. They're already down 2. They've. Farmington has just been forcing the sites.
No, yeah, which is interesting because, like I said, like they didn't force weapons last time. It's just been pure aggression. Blaine hasn't really had much of an answer to this for the first 2 rounds. Pistol win bonus.
They have to take this. They have to shut down the aggression here.
They're slowing it down a lot. Camera's taken out early. I'm not sure if he has the one-way set up this time. Okay, he does. This is just a stall game right now from Tail.
Cage triggered.
Although I do think they are rotating early now, or at least most of them are.
Yeah, looks like they're rotating mid. Just
Not
trying
gonna
to
peek from Phantom.
clear off that area. Vibey on top of the wall.
Crucio does get this first pick. He's the
Oh, I missed
really
that.
one of the very few people for full gun pushing right now.
Bless, Carusto. Oh, Bless takes the win with it. Oh, Liz taking out another one.
No, this is the first like well-controlled round I've seen. That is both mollies from Phantom right now though. Orb goes up. Rain is the only one in sight right now. This is Phantom's chance right now to kind of turn things or keep things on where they are.
Yeah, it looks like they're playing the aggression now. Oh, they lose one guy.
They do lose Liz on Heaven. There is no one else on Heaven. This is just a sight fight now. Sheems, he seems to be waiting for the rotate, but it's just not coming. And because Sheems isn't there, they're very outnumbered on sight.
Yeah,
They lose.
Really turn
They
that
lose.
around.
Yeah, they lose Vibey, and Sheems is on the other side. He's in Heaven. This is once again, even for a full bite, looking really, really bad.
Oh, now they know where he is. They're gonna blind that. Oh, they still got him, but
Sheems gets one, yeah. Sheems gets one, but gets traded immediately. That's their full buy gone. That was just, yeah, that was just... It was just an unfortunate rotate. Sheems lingered too long on A's site, and things just didn't work out well for that.
they did not.
Which is unfortunate, because that was probably the first commanding round we saw.
Ooh.
It seems like we're gonna get the same thing from Farmington. Another pretty
Yeah.
hard A push. They slowed it down that round, but I wouldn't be surprised if they took the kind of the hint here that Blaine has almost no money at this point.
Well, I mean, it's been working out. The A site has been
there.
working out very well
No
for
more
them,
charges left.
especially with shutting down the cipher immediately. I wouldn't be
So
surprised.
yeah, these B-Cypher... No, even with these Cypher one-way strip wires, they're just kind of waltzing in.
Oh, it looks like Viper's gonna stay this time. Oh, maybe I'm wrong. If I can get onto the right tab.
Now that kill is huge. The kill that Rena got on A site is huge because now all of Blaine thinks that the push is happening A site. There's nobody on site except for Cypher. Cypher is by himself right now.
Yeah, they're gonna get full control over this site. They're gonna have to force a retake.
I mean, it's very lucky that Phoenix's ult ran out before he could kill Phantom, but even that doesn't matter. The wall's up. They're forced to push in from every side right now. Vibey gets one with the classic. It might be a free gun. No. Gets cut down fast.
Kill my ally.
They get the res off.
Team's at low health here. And Phantom is in sight, but I'm not sure how long he's going to last here.
Here.
Well, that's left once again to Sheems.
Sheems pulls off. I don't think that revive was very necessary there.
No, possibly not, but I mean, what do you do? I mean, you have so much control over sight, why not just fortify that? I mean,
Honestly, yeah.
once again, the really big decider of that round was the Reyna kill. That was something that Blaine, it was kind of a bait, and Blaine took it very quickly. I mean, they were playing that B site well. You should be able to hold B site pretty well with a Cypher and a Viper, but once Viper started rotating, Cypher was left by himself, and it's just a matter of time before it got pushed by 5 people.
That goes there. Yes, this should
Absolutely.
do.
we're gonna get the same thing, because why stop if it's working?
Exactly.
But this time we have a very aggressive push from Phantom here. He actually does take one
He
out, but
takes
that is
out
your
one.
Viper. That is
That
your
is-
Viper dead, but it is a trade nonetheless.
Yeah, there is no more smokes here.
My camera is destroyed.
I guess Jet.
We do have Vibe here and Sheems. They seem to be stacking on the B site this time, but
Looks like they kind of.
it's actually looking like a rotate. Yeah, this is looking like a rotate to mid.
They might do the same thing that I think they did on the second round. Was it? Ooh,
This-
Sheem's almost being taken out early.
This is looking much better. I mean, we have the wall on mid that's blocking off the rotate through mid. We have Liz sitting in wait right now with an operator on A ramps. They're gonna have to commit to something. They have less than a minute now. That Viper, the noise she made in sewers.
Blinded.
The main battle's happening at mid as the Viper is pushing through B. Ready to get taken out, but Sheems holding down this area.
I'm actually surprised they committed to mid for as long as they did. They have.
pushing as he pulls his ult.
30 seconds left.
I'm actually surprised they committed to mid. That Farmington committed to mid for so long. I mean, they lost the person from that, and all they can do now is push through a Viper on A site.
Oh, Viper
They do
ult.
get free sight,
Yeah, pretty much.
which is
Well,
which
not
is
free
this. They do
defuse.
get free sight.
This
This
is gonna put Blaine in a tough spot here.
Yeah, even with man advantage, that Viper ult is gonna be a pain to fight through. Plus, they have the wall on screens. Time is the worst enemy at this point.
Sheem's pushing through.
Oh yeah, team's holding this round together right now. Tail for second, and yeah,
And the trade. Well,
Void
that's
was not going
Blaine's
far there.
That's Blaine's first round win.
Spike the
Yeah, Blaine's first round, probably their second dominant looking. I'm glad to see they didn't drop it.
Absolutely. That was a hard retake right there.
Mhm.
They're showing
Yeah,
promise
and-
now. They might take it back.
And the big part about this is I don't know for complete certain, I wasn't paying attention to the Jet, but I'm not sure if the Jet actually, or if Liz actually ever really took a shot. I don't know if they even know they have an operator. Because the operator is still on the
This is a
table
nice spot.
right now for Liz.
This goes here. That goes
Right,
there.
as of right now where Blaine is, because they lost that third round, they're in a bad spot. Because if they lose this round, the momentum is very shifted. I mean, we have Ares over here waiting for the rotate on A site, and the rest of the team on B site. Ares is gonna go for the very large flank here, but Liz is watching.
No more charges left.
Now they got more information now. so
Cage
they
triggered.
I think they're gonna try to hold down this A side more. They know what happens.
I do want to see if Ares right now peeks A ramps right now. Just want to peek it.
Oh,
and
there's
it's
the
down.
snipe on.
Spike
snipe on
down
Ares.
B.
Oh yeah, the patience pays off over here, and now once again, Farmington's left with a 4-3, with a 3 to 4 man disadvantage. We have Liz already ready.
Liz. Oh, this is gonna get taken out.
Spike
Unfortunately,
down
by
mid.
Karushito? I
Not
almost said
without a trade.
Pro Robo Ninja. They both.
But not without a trade, thankfully. And we already have Phantom rotating over to A site right
Wait,
now.
Did I say trade on that? I'm just trying to
Not
make
actually
sure.
sure. I don't remember actually. Now we're in a good spot. Blaine seems much more on the toes right now. They seem ready for the pushes. Phantom's already on top of this right now.
30 seconds left.
Cage will hold him back for a tad, but I'm not sure how long they can hold this out.
Sail Rose.
Spike
B
planted.
with Blessed. Blessed and who? Vibey. Vibey's pushing with Tail. Okay. That's
Yeah, with Teo and Phantom, Vibe is going to be dealing with the wall again like last time. At this point, the best thing that Farmington can do is stall.
One enemy remaining.
Oh, Vibey pushing,
Yep.
taking out Courage.
Pro Robo Ninja has no cages to play with, no tripwires to play with. It was over when it was over right there.
Well, I got the
Now-
Beastiers. They got a little cocky
I will
there.
not die.
You gotta keep it up, you know. You had a slow start, but you're
Yeah.
picking it up now. Gotta keep your morale
Absolutely.
high. You gotta keep the energy up.
If you're setting
Now,
a good
what
pace,
is
why not keep with it?
Yeah, exactly. Like I said, same thing with Farmington. If something's working, why stop it? So this is actually a very good spot for Blaine, especially because now what we're working with here is we have a Sage revive, we have a Cypher ult, we have Viper's Pit, this is a retake waiting to happen. They can afford to lose a site right now and retake with the Viper's Pit and mix that with Cypher's ult. That's just a really deadly mixture. That's just free smoke bangs at this point.
Absolutely.
It's interesting to see them. It's interesting to see them come back to A site with a full push, even though they don't have full weapons. So I'm wondering if the Cypher one way is gonna come into play again, and it doesn't.
Cage trigger.
Looks like
Floating
they're gonna get
close.
the
The
play
molly
back.
does miss the default plan, which is unfortunate. It doesn't mean plant goes down, but they do get the trade-off.
Oh,
Liz with the collat.
collat.
Alright.
Holy.
Before it doesn't even get traded out either. This is huge for Blaine.
Oh, Kirsto taking out too.
We have Liz and Phantom. We have Phantom
Oh.
sticking his mic right now, but it does not stick it out.
He does not stick it.
Liz painting on a roll this round, but he is stuck in a 1v2 at this point. First strike goes out, misses, and that's unfortunate.
Yeah, that's
It was looking so good too for Blaine.
that collat was kind of sick, honestly. That was really cool.
Vlad opened up so many options for that round, but I don't even honestly know what happened. But Farmington just pulled that back with the trade so quickly, and they're gonna go B again. They're sticking to it. They won that. That was basically Blaine's bonus, and they ended up losing it. So now they're back on the upper hand, 2-5 right now, or 5-2.
Be a hard retake. Retaking the whole game.
I really want to see these Cypher one-ways come out more, because I feel like they haven't really been seeing much like effectiveness, really at all.
Just popping the ults on the Cypher.
Picking away at sight.
Seems like a slower push. Maybe.
Joke's over. You're
I believe
dead.
they're just waiting. Yeah, with
Yeah,
the
they're-
Phoenix ult coming out, this is gonna be the recon. This is gonna get rid of all the tripwires, all the cages maybe. The one-ways already went up. Both of the one-ways are gone. This is a free push right now. This is all down to gunfights, which is not something that Blaine has right now. This is interesting. They don't seem to be committing.
She's taking out Ares.
She's a very cheeky flank actually. That was not a fight that he should have won.
Oh,
Liz, Liz unfortunately whiffing there on her knives. That would have been a very big take for this bonus,
Kirsto reviving. Oh, Kirsto taking out Cheems.
which is unfortunate. This is interesting though,
I know
because we do have
exactly
Teo and Vibey here on Blaine. Oh,
Rotating.
never mind.
30 seconds left.
And that's so unfortunate because that Cypher ult that went down on Farmington's side, like that was such a good flank coming from Teo and Vibey, and it was just instantly stuffed out because of that ult.
Kirsto taking out Blessed.
And now because of that Cypher ult, they know that Vibey and Teo are both off site. They know where they're going to be coming from. It's just a matter of holding now.
Yeah,
And it's
Kirsto
not going to be very hard.
trying to catch up Vibey
Player
off guard.
standing.
Vibey does not check ropes, so now it's just up once again to Teo, who only has a Spectre and Light Shields.
And is on ropes, which Kirsto
Exactly.
is already holding. Oh,
He does get
Tail
one
at
here.
5 HP.
This is a moment, yeah, this is definitely a moment. Grab the Vandal, save,
Yeah.
gain
Get
your
out of
Barons
there.
back right now. Because this is the most you're getting from this round, is a free Vandal. That is if Ares right now does not trade this out, but does not peek out. Tail should be fine for this round, and we go
Gets
to a
that
2-6.
Vandal.
Now, Blaine's econ is looking much better now. Still a little bit shaky though. Phantom still can't afford.
Yeah.
This is once again gonna come down to a really shaky hold from Blaine. I mean, Farmington's attacks have been really good, especially for the
They
fact that
have.
they just kind of been committing A. I mean, that rotate, they didn't even really need to rotate that last round, but they just did anyway, and were still able to fight through mid.
They're,
Like,
these attacking
They
rates are
have-
being brutal.
we have Cheems again. And Cheems has really been a standout player for this round, and he's been by himself individual for the most part. And I think he's picking away at trying to get a flank here, but with Ares here peeking, wall goes up, and they see it looking like the exact same thing as last round.
Who's gonna be the first to fall?
Toxin screen down.
Ares.
Ooh,
Going
through
nuts.
the Cypher one way, that
Ooh,
shot.
I missed that. Oh, sucks.
A great shot from Pro Robo Ninja actually. That puts him in such a bad spot. The Viper's pit goes out.
Trading shots.
Garusto is already in. Vibe does trade out Garusto for kind of a reckless push there.
One enemy remaining.
Both staying in the Viper ult.
James finally.
Down to the Phoenix.
All we have left is Void here. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw a save right now. That Viper's pit is not going to be done through. No, as of right now for this game, Cheems has really been a standout player. He's kind of been holding mid by himself for the most part and kind of giving Blaine a name in this match right now. Because this match has been looking all Farmington for the most part.
Absolutely.
But Cheems is really holding this together.
I do apologize right now. My parents just arrived. I don't want them to interrupt me. You know what I mean.
Oh, you're fine.
So I guess I'll leave it on to who's standing out right now. Carusto? I'll leave it on Carusto, honestly. I will be back in like 30 seconds. I do apologize.
No, it's fine. So we do have Liz here again on A site, and once again, this is not being cleared. This is something that has been happening from most rounds. Liz has been showing presence on A ramps, and it has not been contested. This is the most contested we've gotten on the screens right now. Liz can't do much, and Carusto with the opening kill on Cheems, who's been really the only the main standout player on this team so far. Vibe going down 2. This, once again, is looking like a really dominant round for Farmington. He'll appear to back up Phantom. Hitting a decent shot right now on backside.
Welcome to my world.
And once again, the Viper's Pit coming out in the 2v3. Because of this Viper's Pit, Phantom's gonna be one shot if he heads in there. Crucio's laying in wait. Phantom has no idea. So that's a kill. Tails left on his lonesome. Does get one, but does bring him down one shot. And it ends quick. It was looking so solid because Liz is not being cleared out of ramps. But right now Farmington is just looking so dominant, whether full buy or half buy. They're just running through. It's not something they seem to be worried about. They're not playing reckless, but it's not something that they're really paying much attention to and they've needed to pay attention to. They're coming back to they're heading back to B site here, and they're going to have to play against the Cypher 1 again. Unfortunately, missing for the 2. We won't talk about it. And the thing about this is I don't feel like Blaine's defense is bad. Especially people like James and Liz have been doing amazing jobs at holding them back for sites for longer, but they just can't stall enough.
I agree.
Poison rock.
Ollie comes out here. I'm actually not sure why.
Cage trigger.
Push in, Sage wall goes up, default wall comes up. We have 3 people on the side of Blaine right now, holding the side up together. Teo takes out the first one in. And Carusto, I think they're already thinking about rotating. Carusto's already backing up. The wall's been used, but this is a big hit for Farmington right now. Blaine has baited out basically all the utility. Now, I'm not sure if you were here yet. I'm not sure if you were here yet for the start of the round, but
yes.
Farmington's Sage and Viper just basically threw all their util. Once again, this is almost 4 rounds, I think, at this point. Liz has gotten a pick from ramps. This is not being checked. And now they're basically assured that she's up there. They're not. I mean, he's up there, but they're not.
He's received whiffing a few shots.
30 seconds left.
While pushing through. Let's try to pick him off. Caruso gets killed.
Taking out. That is a peek. Liz gets another one. Vibe gets 2. At least Pro Ninja noted. He does peek out and he does trade out to most of his dead teammates, but it's just left with him.
And he's kind of cornered here. He's trapped into a little box.
Here.
He does have tripwires and a
10
camera
seconds
left, but I'm not sure how much that's going to do for him. We have Tail keeping that locked down. That bird confirms that he's not in lobby. That's going to flash him, and he's trapped on ramps.
Well, there's the defuse. And Tail.
And he's going to off. No, that was a great round from Blaine, actually. Especially from Liz, once again. That they need that ramps. Like that A kill on ramps that they're getting most of these rounds means everything right now to Blaine for being on the back foot for most of this game.
Absolutely. This has been a great show of retaliation for Blaine, and a great form of aggression for Farmington. Both fighting to keep this game alive. Looks like the entire team on Farmington is pushing through A.
Yep, Farmington.
This is
Actually,
nice
it is
stuff.
interesting. Farmington is pushing their way. We have Liz right now, and this is actually interesting. Liz was not on ramps this time. He is right now stuck on screens. This is a very, very late rotate. We have Death, the Viper Death here. I assume waiting for ramps or that. I wonder if he's going to notice Cheems coming around his right side here. This might be a free kill for Cheems if he looks too far to the left. That is a free kill for Cheems.
Free kill for Cheems.
Opening in.
Oh, Cheems takes
2
out
kills for
Ares too.
Cheems breaking this side apart right now by himself. Viper pushes in 2, trades him out.
Bless is gonna take out the Cypher. Can he take out the
Him deep in
Phoenix?
sight.
Oh,
Good double
killed-
peek on
killed
Void.
the Phoenix and the Phoenix.
A good attempt from Void, but Liz right now, and that entry from Cheems. I mean, they just didn't. They weren't looking. The slow push through sewers into V main there, and they were already broken in the site with one person.
Absolutely. Looks like looks like they're trying to take it back. Looks like they're going to take it back. They're doing a really good job here.
And I do expect, for the most part, to see. I do expect for the most part to see right now a decent attack from Blaine. Actually, they do have a good setup for this.
That goes there.
Team comps are pretty similar for the most part. Putting the Sky on their team with where she is right now in power, it's gonna be pretty big, especially for split. With so many angles that you need to watch out for.
Oh. You're lagging up there.
Wall raised.
I think
guess-
one good flash is gonna mean everything for this one.
You were kind of lagging out there.
Sorry, that was my bad.
Looks like everyone's just trying to push through A. B, I mean, my bad. We got Robo Ninja trying to hold off the
Yeah, Robo
site.
Ninja hold up. He's able to get one, but traded out pretty quickly here. We do have all of Farmington right now, at least close to site besides Death, but for the most part, Blaine is in sight right now. They have control. This is fast. That flash is gonna go out, give them a lot of information, despite losing Cheems early.
Oh, both taking. They're
You have
both. They're
two
just
finally
taking them
taken
apart
out.
right here.
First was an even fight.
Ares is forced to push through to try to take that.
He's picking away in these fights immediately with the
One
double
enemy
peek, and
remaining.
it's down to a 1v1.
If Blessed can just pull this off.
Death picking
Just
away a
hold the
lot
site.
of damage. And he
Alright.
peeks out beyond the sage wall, and it's over. That was fast.
That was.
Just
That was a good
it-
push by Blaine. Unfortunately, got picked.
no,
up.
it was an extremely good push on Blaine's side. It's really unfortunate to see so many rounds seeing so like they seem so dominant at the starts of these rounds, whether pistol or full buy or half buy or anything, but they're just losing it halfway through.
Let's hope we
I do
can
want to
take
see.
it
I would
back.
like to see a very similar push to what Blaine did last time, but hopefully just a little bit better executed hold, and I think they'll be golden for the most part here.
Absolutely, yeah. We'll see this round. Looks like another hard push here.
This does seem like a pretty quick push for the most part. Cypher Cage is going to go out. I'm not sure. He does not have one-way set up. Delayed a little bit, enough for Karushta to get onto Heaven.
Looks like Liz. Listen.
We might see some fights here from Karushta. We have a
Listen,
pretty
listen.
2 to 3 man push coming through.
Oh,
He takes out one, uncontested. He's going to be able to heal here, and already an opening blood. He's going to fall off, have a teammate come up to him right now, probably Ares.
yep. Ares is right there. They're kind of pushing through mid, trying to get. The
And now
lead.
we have most of Blaine pushing through mid. I mean, we have Cheems and we have Liz both half health right now. And Farmington is ready for it. That flash is going out, and Liz actually stuffs him with the frenzy.
Oh, James
Spike
gets taken
down
out.
mid.
Liz with 2.
Oh boy. Ares backs off as Liz and Tail
I have
push through
retrieved
mid.
the spike.
Stashes across.
Liz look like trying to be the aggressor here.
I'm not sure if
backing
Ares
off.
knows about Tail's presence here.
Last player standing. 30
It's
seconds
not gonna
left.
matter. Ropes comes
Oh,
through,
Tail
caught
picked
him,
up with death.
caught him jumping, and Yeah, that's another round on second half. This is looking very similar to last half.
It is. Taking off the start and just kind of, you know.
And it's interesting because Blaine seems so much more comfortable now, and it's not the fact that they're playing bad in any way. It's just the fact that Farmington seems to be going this like they're confident. I mean, I would really love to see more confidence from Blaine right now, and more confidence in the fights they're taking. Because as of right now, I'm seeing some great things coming from Liz and Cheems, but I really want to see that coming in from Phantom and Tail too, because they're gonna need to win these gunfights right now. Because Farmington's playing a very aggressive game. They're not afraid to take fights.
Absolutely. We'll just see what unfolds this round.
Going in right now, we have Phantom's wall cutting sight in half right now, and the only buddy on A side as of right now is Death, with the closest one being Ares and Heaven coming towards screens.
Looks like they're kind of forming on A here.
This is interesting seeing Liz on the other side of the map right now near mid. I believe he's trying to pick off anyone rotating through, but because of the wall on mid, this is going to make things very difficult. Here's Void, go towards the top of the wall. Liz, I don't think Liz is aware of Karushita right now in mid.
Doesn't look like it. Kurshta being patient as possible as
He does have Cheems and Tail.
Cheems pushing
To back
through.
him up. Worst
Void
case, Cheems
sitting
might
up
actually
the stairs.
catch. Cheems may actually catch Karushito here. He's better.
Yep, wins
And
the
he
fight
does.
too.
We have Void here, flashes too. The Cypher Cage actually kind of messes things up there for
30 seconds
Void's
left.
there.
Absolutely. Looks like Liz and Taylor trying to push through ropes. As
Ares
Void
laying in wait
pulling
right now.
Ooh, they take him out.
Do a man advantage, but right now, their biggest enemy right now is the clock. They have 15 seconds. They do open
got
up
Robo
a
Ninja.
B side. This should be a free plan on B side
10
right now.
seconds left.
Absolutely.
And with Death and Ares both on A side, this is going to be a hard retake.
Looks like Ares is gonna be the first one to arrive. Pushing it from heaven.
We have Cheems guarding Tail, making sure he doesn't get picked off here. Tail's watching from heaven. And we have the wall up on alleyway here. This is a strong hold from Blaine right now.
Ares pushing through the site. Doesn't know Tail there. Tail
Tail's been
takes
all
him
the way.
out.
Tail, yeah, Tail.
Death hopping down, trying to go to the same spot. Tail there to
Might
also
not
take
be-
him
We'll
out.
see you again.
Just filing in one by one right now. Good round from Tail right there.
Absolutely.
And there we go. That was the, and we have a semi-early round from Blaine, and a very good one too, especially
Absolutely.
like econ wise. They have their full buy. They're in a much better spot than they were first half right now. 6-9. This is definitely doable. Looking up here, judging by this Viper wall, I do assume they're trying
Wall raised.
to kind of go for a semi-aggressive A push, but just seeing how slow, I mean, most of them are just coming out of spawn. I mean, the only person with any kind of aggressive presence is Liz, and he's on B site. With that jumping, they're gonna know Liz is there. I wonder if Liz is trying to be the bait
Oh,
here.
Vibey
I mean,
taking
with
out
Vibey taking
Death.
out Death, though.
No Cheems rushing in with his dog.
And now we're in a very good spot right now. The only thing left is Ares and screens. The Phantom at this range. It's Phantom. So this
Caruso
This is
holding off mid.
is
None of them
interesting.
knowing him there.
Barushto is
Bush
2
is
meters
pushing in,
away.
Taken out.
And there's
Oh,
going to be 2 kills.
taken
That
out
should have
2
not
of
have
them.
happened. Karushito getting a very big double kill right there with just the classic on his lonesome. And this just turned the tables from a round that was looking really good and really dominant from Blaine to something that they lost immediately. Tail is one shot. He's going to get healed up here, but that's a lot of heal utility.
Absolutely.
30 seconds left.
Looks like they're just gonna try to push back into B.
Their saving grace, however, is the fact that only Robo
Only
Ninja.
there.
Camera taken out.
This is a very fast rotate on Ares coming up the stairs right now.
Oh,
They're gonna
Ares taking out
come in The
Vibey.
one on Vibey.
Cage triple.
Tail was trying to trade him out, but with the double peek
Oh,
here, it's not going to
Ares
work.
with
And
both.
Ares with the triple. And they turned that around so quickly. Karushita with the double classic kill, right click in mid. That just turned things around so fast.
Yeah, Ares has been a very prominent character in this game.
Yeah, for the most, Karisto and Ares right now really been shining through on these kills and
Yeah,
frags.
absolutely.
And they're not afraid of shying away. They're not afraid of dying, but they're also not afraid to take these fights in the first place. They know Blaine is in a bad spot on the back foot right now, and they're taking as much advantage about that as they can.
Get out of my way!
Knives coming out from Liz. This is the time for the momentum to shift. If Liz can make something work with these knives, it will be very big for Blaine, especially for Blaine as a whole. There is no presence as of right now on A Heaven right now. If they can regress up here before Karushto makes their way up ropes right now, then
taking out Ares here.
it's a very aggressive play.
Yeah, pushing out on elbow. I'd be taking him
Just
out.
getting pushed out immediately.
Karushto.
I'm actually Liz with the
okay.
knife kill. I've actually really been loving
Last player
Liz with two.
standing.
This is this is the knife play that I was looking for. These are the knife plays that Blaine is looking for. This is the things. These are the kinds of plays that they need to turn these tables around right now. Plantum peeks in and Robo misses a shot. They know where he is now. And that leaves Pro Robo Ninja in just such a bad spot now. That shot was crucial for making this clutch possible, and I'm not sure anymore. We have teams watching the rotate right now. He's stuck in a corner.
Oh,
He does take
Ninja
out
take
Phantom
out
with a great shot, but he will.
taking out Liz
They're running
too.
to Liz
Oh,
also.
but there's Tail there.
Things were looking
Down.
scary there, but Tail cleans it up. He doesn't miss these, and Blaine is back up here. It's only one round, but at the same time, that was a big round for them. They needed that round. Right now Farmington Zcon is much worse than what it was before. Blaine has full buy right now, and they're in a good spot.
Yeah, they pretty much are.
And I actually meant to say this earlier, but I actually really love the aggressive play coming from Phantom on Blaine right now. I mean, he's been in that site more than anybody else on his team right now. I mean, that opening kill onto whoever it was on A's site, that basically was the opener for that round. We're going to see the same thing. Same methodology. If it's working, why stop? And it's again, it's strange because like this push is so slow, but it seems to work. I mean, they play very far back. We don't have the difference on this one is that we don't have Liz on B side anymore, and I wonder if that's why Pro Robo Ninja is still there to make sure that they keep Liz in check and make sure that they don't have a flank from B side. It does seem to be Phantom.
Oh,
Shot.
5e with that.
I have a very good opening on Death
That
right
was
now. The
nice.
wall goes down, and the only presence we have of controllers right now on site now is, well, Blaine.
Looks like most of them are on Heaven here.
Ares with a good kill on Heaven right now. I'm not sure if he knows that Liz is there. He does now.
Liz looking to take him out.
And
Yep,
Liz
he
gets
does.
Liz ends up getting two. Ropes on one, Heaven on the other. Smokes off Heaven right now, and he gets out for free with 2 kills. And once again, we find Farmington in a 2v4 in a situation now with Viper Spit that makes it even less doable. This is a great round from Blaine.
So it's gonna be able to take out Karushto here.
Karusha's trying to salvage
Oh,
some
Karusha
kind of kill from this round. Takes out one. Now that Karusha's pushing the site, he's stuck.
Oh, Karushto
A very good
taking
shot
out
on Liz, though.
Looks like
By what
nowhere
happens, the
else.
clock
Everyone
does go
else
down
is-
yet. By what happens,
Enemy
but
remaining.
that was a very hurt. That hurt a lot, actually. Blaine winning that round, but being on the back foot already and losing all 5 people, especially mainly to one person who now can buy another full buy despite the loss. That does mean a lot, but having the round is nice. That does keep Blaine's momentum going up. That's 2 rounds in a row.
Looks like Blaine is on the losing side here, but they're only down 3 rounds. They could totally take this back.
And Blaine changing things up finally over here. Heading towards more the B site to mid. They seemed they milked out as much as they could out of A site, and they're switching things up finally. I'm actually surprised they didn't go for something quieter for the most part, because we're going to have to take fights now. They're going to have to take fights now. Farmington is more than aware that they're here now.
Looks like 3 people on B. 3 people from Farmington on B.
Cypher one way goes out. Nobody there to actually capitalize off of it, which is interesting.
Phantom and Liz mid. Trying to hold down.
Oh,
Stop them from rotating. Looks like a hard rotate on Farmington's side.
Possibly.
Let's see what they do.
Yeah. No, with the spike in the hands of teams, this is still on it. This is still an A site push, but there's only 2 of them. I wonder if they're trying to fake this rotate. Do they know Pro Robo No Ninja is there? First of all, they know he's in the vicinity. The flash goes off, gets the sound cue.
Oh,
Robo
Krista
is
taken out.
playing patient.
Plant the spike.
Classic does not pay off like it did before.
Not a,
And with Liz on heaven
I
here,
know exactly.
Liz is good for 1 here below if he looks down. There's a,
One enemy remaining.
this
Oh,
is a
they're
couple
taking out
shots, but
Ares.
Teo cleans him up.
Jeez.
This is a couple shots, but Teos cleans up for him, and that's a quick round.
Blaine tailing behind Farmington here.
Oh yeah, Blaine looking somewhat nervous, a little bit awkward on the strategy at first, but they're looking stronger than ever now. 3 rounds in a row, and once again another full buy.
Looks like they were just getting a hold
They were
of
getting
how
warmed up.
Farmington played. You know?
Farmington not seeming too shaken right now, but they definitely are losing their footing right now. Pro Robo Ninja missing the Cypher one way and just opting to keep it on the ground, which is fine.
Pushing red here.
A good opening on the old.
I'd be making his best to go on B.
Kristo just narrowly missing getting flashed by that. Dog's gonna come out,
Destroyed.
get shot before it can concuss anybody. Vibey right now, playing with fire right now against Pro Robo
That
Ninja.
takes him out.
Spike
Oh!
down mid.
Both people
Last
down.
With a
player
quick,
standing.
wow! A quick, that was very quick.
Oh, tail taken out too.
Wow, that once again, I mean, it was a round that was something that Blaine really had in their hands right now, and something they could have made work, but I'm not really sure what went wrong. I mean, the frags coming out from Robo Ninja and Karushito, those two are just dominating right now in the second half.
It's gonna become harder for Blaine to try to take this back.
This goes
Hopefully they
here.
do. Win for
This
Blaine,
is
so
a nice spot.
rooting for Blaine here.
Yes, this should do. This goes here.
Looks like another
Slowing.
hard push on B.
Blaine's slowing down their push.
Like
on
you
B
said,
right
they're
now.
done milking A.
Blaine's slowing things down a little bit here right now, but with 3 people on B side, this is going to be a game of stalling. The Marshal in the hands of Liz right now, seeing if they can make anything work right now, but nobody, they're not giving her any peeks, they're not feeding her anything.
Looks like they're gonna. We got Sheems and
Goes
Blessed
out,
on the flank here.
that Marshal is looking much less scary. Does get the orb.
Looks like they're all gonna hard rotate here as Viper pulls the ult.
Viper pulls
early.
with the Viper bit. No, for the most part, I understand where it was coming from right now, but this
Yeah.
was very late into the rotate. This is something that isn't going to be very effective, but if it does anything for Farmington, it does confirm that Blaine will most likely rotate to A. As you can see, most of their team is already there to watch, and this is going to come down to if Pro Robo Ninja can hold this by himself or can take as much damage as he can right
30
now.
seconds left.
He has Vibey coming behind him. I'm not sure if he knows. He does take out one Spike carrier, but gets traded out immediately. Vibey is now in. Vibey picks up Spike, and then we have 3 people on site. Liz on the ramp watching.
Ooh.
Vibey with a great shot onto heaven right now, and
I know exactly.
that is looking great. They're aware of Liz's presence, and she's just, right now. Liz is just buying time. They have 2 people dedicated to trying to kill Liz right now, but Liz isn't giving them anything. Death is gonna peek out, and
Oh,
that
Death-
right click.
Out. All right.
That
Boy
trade
takes a
hurts.
rest.
That trade hurts Farmington.
We got 2 on 3 here.
Ares right now. Ares is on site
Ares
right now.
pushing
Void
out.
follow close and behind.
Oh, it takes out Vibey.
Zach got one right now. Tail's still on site. Phantom.
Tail's
I'm not
taken
sure
out
he
by
knows it. Oh
Void.
no, Phantom is there.
Oh, Phantom very low. Void hurt from this. Trying to
Right
take
now,
out
the clock.
Spike. Well,
He
this
does
is
take
gonna
him
be a win
out.
from
Both would die
Blaine.
from anyway.
1 round away. They could definitely tie this up and try to take it back.
No, that was a very good round for especially something of being on the back foot right there. This is the kind of things that I want to see from Blaine. Even the rounds that they are behind on, whether in econ or kills or anything, they can still make it work.
Absolutely can.
It's actually interesting because over time we haven't really seen as much consistency in Blaine's strategy right now, pushing into site or defending it. So seeing them being relatively confident with this B push right now is a great thing to see. It means that they're getting into it, they're warming up, they're hitting the shots they need to hit. And right now Farmington is struggling just a lot more than they were first half.
Absolutely. Their B pushes were very rough and very aggressive in the beginning. That's what gave them the start here. It was a great start, and I think Blaine is starting to take it back. They're starting to learn what they do, how they learn, how they adapt.
Exactly.
I'm going off here.
Blinded.
She's at the opening in here.
She's taking it out.
It was a very quick kill inside. They're already inside. The whole team is in. The only person to contest right now is Ares and Karushto, but both are stuck behind the stage with the Viper's pick going out. This is going to be some very easy fights. Keep taking out 3, pushing in hard, playing the duelist role for his team right now. Narrowly missing through the Viper's pit on the Void right now.
Doesn't look like he knows where Void is.
Void, the only choice Void has right now is to push in with 4 right now.
4, can he get the ace?
Teams have such a strong opening right now, and Vibey taking out the 5th to close out the round to tie this up 11-11. They are back in the game, folks.
Team's absolutely popping off there. He could have gotten that ace. That was awesome. Amazing play.
That was amazing entry from Teams. He was confident. He was hitting the shots he needed to. That playing around that Viper's pit so well. The Viper's pit was well placed, well timed. They had side control so quickly. It's amazing. It's really good stuff from Blaine for that round right now to tie it up for 11-11.
Yeah, they were tagging behind here in the beginning of the game, but it looks like they're coming back. They're coming back really strong, and it just looks amazing from them.
Gotta have Cheems pushing by himself on mid right now. Karushto. Oh no, never mind. Liz is here with him. Wall is breaking very quickly with only. It seems Void is the one here to back up Karushto if something goes wrong, because they seem to be well committed to this mid push right now. We have Death and Ropes ready to pick out if it needs to.
Sitting on A. Seems like a slow start for Blaine here, but we'll see what unfolds during this round. Oh, Liz taken out by Karushto.
That's a great shot from Karushto.
Absolutely.
And seeing this presence on A site right now, I'm not sure if they know Ares is here. Death taking out the Heaven side, they're going to be focused up there now.
Death being traded out.
Traded out fast, which is good.
Karushto taking out Sheems.
Ares playing a very patient game right now. Teo is walking in that. I'm not sure if he's going to put that. Yeah, the cage isn't going to watch anything, and that's just that's a free kill on the site. Spike Planner is down, and all that's left now is Phantom with no health.
Oh, Phantom taking out.
Picks out one in the rat corner, but it's quick close out there, and we're on match point now.
Blaine can for sure take this back. They just gotta play it smart here.
Blaine does have a buy here. They do have weapons. It's just a matter of can they get into the site. They're gonna come back to B site, which does make sense. They've been relatively dominant on B site. We do have the knives from Liz that were a huge part of the start of this half.
Absolutely.
See if we can see it again.
Playing very well against Blaine's aggression here and
yeah, Farmington definitely a little bit more shaky on their defense, but it's still nevertheless doing the job.
Absolutely.
Their attacks is where they really shine, but not to say that Blaine's attacks right now are looking really good. They just need that final step to make sure they can close it out. Seems like we're seeing a very fast rotate from Blaine, unless they're just playing very slow. We do have a push from Void here, but the ult running out right in the doorway. I'm not sure if that was pulled from too far away. That allows Blaine to come back in the garage.
Ivy pushing through to B. Gonna place stomp that wall. We got Karushto up top here, hopping down. Looking for a push.
Up on the site right now. Karushto behind the box. We've seen this before. Does he do it again? He does not with an immediate trade out.
It's like they're getting heavy fire. Oh, Cheap's taken out, but Void being traded out.
No way, we've been
take it out. This is
and
not
this leaves us in the best spot. The spike is planted right now, but we have 3 people in front of them. This is just a game of stalling right now.
Blessed
it's a very good kill from Phantom.
Oh, but Blessed being taken
out Phantom fast. All we have left is Tail here. He knows where 1 is, but he does not know where Flamer is. And with the Viper's pick going out, that's huge.
Oh, Oh, they take him out.
And with the
Oh,
immediate
that's
tread
so
out,
cute.
that is unfortunate, and that will close out the game.
Spike diffused.
Defenders win.
It's a great effort from Blaine at that point in time, but that Viper's Pit in that retake situation is just so strong. No matter who you have and how many people you have, there's not much you can do in that situation with that many people.
Absolutely beautiful game by
No,
both
I mean,
Farmington and Blaine.
Yeah, very well, a very good game played from both sides. They fought their heads off there, but in the end, Farmington comes out on top, and yeah.
You can definitely see where Farmington stands out in the attack. They
Mm,
can
no,
really
no,
take over
definitely.
side.
No, definitely. Farmington's attack is really what set the pace of that round. Their ability to take such a dominating lead, even if it was taken back a good amount near the end part of it. Like, just having that morale and having that momentum to go off of into the second half, even if Blaine had a relatively better second half. I think that first half really meant a lot for them.
Yeah, absolutely.
And Karushko especially on that Sage standing out frag-wise. His walls were good, his slows were good, his utility usage. We really got to see some standout players here, but Farmington, like you said, ended up coming out on top in the end in a close 11-13 game.
Absolutely. This was a fun first stream, honestly. I had a good time.
Yeah?
I
Yeah,
just
that
gotta
was
get
good.
used to commentating. Not 100% used to it.
No, this is my first time too. It would take a bit, but
You were absolutely golden on it too. Spot on.
oh, thank you. I did what I could.
All right. Well, I guess that'll wrap up the stream. Thank
Yep.
you for everyone pitching in, watching the stream. Thank you Simply for joining me in the commentating.
Yep.
This was awesome.
You. Yep, that's good.
This was a nice stream. Till next time.